Hello and welcome everyone to Springford Gymnasium. I'm Andrew Ross, alongside with me Mayank Das. Today we have the Springford Rams taking on the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats. Mayank, what's in store for us today?
Springford obviously coming off a big win against Hazeltown, 20-point win. Springford's hot, 17-game win streak. Name of the game is play defense. Best defense in the pack right now, averaging 41 points per game. And Springford just plays their game, moves the ball around. It'll end up good.
Yeah, so Springford, 17-game win streak. They've been playing great. Every single player, the reason why they're doing so well, every player understands the role. They're doing exactly what they've got to do to win and just capitalizing. It's not just the defense. It's the shooting, it's the passing, the scoring inside. Everything's been working well for the Rams, and just keep on pushing them forward. So now as we announce the Springford Rams starters today, we got E.J. Campbell, Jacob Nguyen, Michael McKenna starting today, Tommy Kelly, and Alex Lewis.
Springford starting the game big here. Match up with OJR's size.
Yeah, so a little change in the lineups. Typically we have got Caleb Little starting the game, but today it's going with Michael McKenna in the starting lineup. As for Owen J., a couple of guards is what's have pushed them so far to 6 wins. So they haven't been great, but they've been fighting. It was only a 5-point loss last time they played Springford. As Owen J., the top scorers are always Luke Fryer and Tyler Rossi, each kind of combining for over 30 points or more. Either of them can go off for 30 or more in any given night. So Springford's big key of the game is just how you're going to stop them, how you're going to limit them to within a reasonable range. And if you get that going, I don't see a reason why they can't pull out a win. So now as we wait the tip-off, it's going to be Tommy Kelly per usual and Tyler Rossi for the Wildcats. And the ball is up and won by Tommy Kelly, and E.J. Campbell is going to grab possession of it. So Springford's going to start off possession facing against a man defense by Owen J. And a good look down low, Tommy Kelly, who makes it in the layup to start off the game. Great look by E.J. Campbell.
Springford instantly going into the set, having Jacob set a back screen. You know OJR is looking out for Jacob shooting.
So great tip by Tommy Kelly. Looks like Springford's going to go off with some sort of half-court press, putting pressure on the point guard, Luke Fryer. And Fryer's going to hand the ball off, or pass the ball off back in backcourt, but it goes back to him, and a quick trap by McKenna, and Tommy Kelly with a wide-open man down low. And unfinished business down low as Owen J. misses an easy layup. And in transition is Michael McKenna nailing the three. So Fryer has the ball setting up on offense. Swings it back over to Rossi. Dribble handoff. That'd be number 11, Jack Cashman, but this ball's back to Elijah Klein, who's looked for a man. Back to Fryer. Fryer's going to try and drive. Great defense by Nguyen. He gets a shot up. No good. Short. Rebound by Campbell. He's moving past half court. Slows it down wisely. Swings it over to Jacob Nguyen, far side. Couple dribbles, and it's back to Campbell up top. Coach Dempsey calling to slow the ball down a little bit, set it up a little bit more on offense. And Campbell fights around the screen. Michael McKenna, head fake, back out to Campbell, 4-3. Rattles in and out, but offensive rebound by Lewis. Screen by Kelly. And a pick and roll, no good, but Jacob Nguyen's got it up top. And a baseline feed to McKenna. Dribbles out to the corner, takes back up. Springford making use of the no shot clock rule. And Nguyen's pull-up jumper blocked by Klein, and Owen J. takes possession of the ball.
OJR coming out in man defense. Springford playing a high 2-3, it looks like. Oh, never mind. Springford switched to man.
So Tyler Rossi's going to shoot from deep. That's his game. He's a great shooter. We saw him miss now, but Just a couple games ago against Pottsgrove, he nailed in 9 threes for 32 points. It was a career night for him, but on the other end, Alex Lewis missing a layup, and ONJ has got the ball back down 5-0. And miscommunication by ONJ. Pass intended for Klein, but that's going to go out of bounds, and Springford.
That's a scary trap up top by Springford. I would not want to be trapped up there.
So, Mike, what have you been seeing so far?
I think Springford's doing a good job just playing their game, kind of making OJR force some shots. Obviously, their offense starting a little slow, but they're getting good looks. You know, only 5-0, only the first quarter. We'll see what OJR comes out with. Because really, they make those tough threes, those tough shots they take with Rossi and Fryer. So far, Springford doing a nice job.
Yeah, Springford certainly coming out with energy on defense. Kind of invigorated by this crowd, as we've got a great crowd tonight, youth night here for Springford. So several youth members from the rec league here showing out, filling out these stands pretty well. And Springford's used that energy on the defensive end. On the offensive end, however, it almost looked they've a little bit too energized, just not catching some easy passes, but they fought off for the offensive rebounds, had a couple chances, and just shots just haven't fallen yet. But now Springford will take possession out of the timeout as Campbell sets up the offense, couple screens off ball, and Alex Lewis to the high post. Back to Campbell, who's going to drive left side, but blocked by Klein. Springford will retake possession of the ball. So McKenna, the inbounder, looks for Nguyen in the corner, takes it back out top. Jacob, team's leading scorer, and one of the top in the pack, averaging close to 15 points per game. And he's going to find McKenna in the corner. Shot fake, dribble, and rattles it in. McKenna's got nice 2 threes earlier in the game.
Really nice pump fake by McKenna there.
So McKenna taking advantage of that starting spot, making a couple corner threes, putting up Springford up 8-0 early in this first quarter frame. So foul on the floor by Alex Lewis. And with this, Caleb Little is going to check in the game for Michael McKenna, who did great in his first couple minutes playing, 2 threes. And now we're going to see the senior guard Little make his impact early. So Fryer's going to set up the offense, screened by Hansford, pick and roll, but stolen away by Kelly and Campbell. And Campbell's going to pass it over to Little. Jacob to win. Baseline drive, great pass by Lewis, but he can't get a hold of it. And now Jacob's going to find Caleb down low for an easy bucket. Great look by Nguyen.
2 really good looks by Jacob there.
So now already 10-0 with 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Springford's been very good defensively. They just have this half-court pressure, as you're going to see right here, where ONJ has no chance of really setting up the ball. So Fryer now out of half court near the logo, directing traffic. Hands the ball off to Cashman, who back to Rossi, spin move, pull-up jumper, wide right, and Tommy Kelly's got the rebound with Jacob Nguyen pushing in transition. He passes to Lewis, baseline drive, kicks it out to Campbell, opposite corner to Little, to Campbell up top. And he'll just reset the ball up. So Caleb Little, tough drives but can't finish. And now Fryer's gonna go 1-on-3. And they're going to call a foul on, looks like they're going to get Lewis again. Maybe not. Jacob Wynn for the foul this time. And Friar's going to shoot 2 at the line. Friar makes the first one, putting the first points on the board for Owen J. And now Zach Zollers and Tyree Banks are going to check in. A pair of seniors will come off the bench today with Lewis and Campbell coming out, taking a breather.
The youth is speaking for basketball tonight. Get the crowd active.
The Friars' second good means a 10-2 lead for Springford. Banks coming off the bench. Ball fake, but they're again for a travel. Banks almost with a steal, but a quarter 3 by Cashman. It's going to go in.
OJ doing exactly what they need to do to break the press. Get the ball to the corners. Get the ball to your shooters.
So Wynn, 3-ball, and that is all net for Jacob Wynn. His first points of the game.
Springford got some shooters of their own.
Wynn as a guard with a taller frame, just great advantage where from the outside as a good shooter, he can just rise over defenders and there's no chance people can get pressure on it. And now this time he'll get the rebound, take it past court to Little, back to Wynn from very deep, just short. That was almost at the logo. So Friar dribbles it to the corner. He's got a mismatch, Tommy Kelly on him, and a pass down low. Blocked by Kelly. So low problem handing the ball there for ONJ, but Tommy Kelly makes a great adjustment, gets down back on defense, and uses his size to contest the shot and block it. Now with Tyree Banks in the corner. He'll take it up top. Little to Zollers. Zollers going to drive. Kick out to Tommy Kelly for 3. Short, but great offensive rebound by Little. He's going to find traffic, and he's going to put one up and just misses. Tommy Kelly almost with a putback dunk there, but just can't grab onto it. So now Little and Nguyen double team, but a great look down low and blocked by Kelly once again. But an offensive rebound to Friar, who's going to miss it again.
Little is just such a good defender here for Springfield. He's a go-to lockdown guy. Really put in a big effort against PV. Playing defense against Sadler, leading scorer in the pack.
So yeah, so just the Wildcats just having a tough time inside. Tommy Kelly's done a great job, but ONJ not drawing contact, but this time Rossi for 3, very deep. Offensive rebound, back up, and that is good. So now 13-7 Springford. And loose ball taken by ONJ. Drive and unfinished business once again. Offensive rebound goes up to Friar. And he's got a bucket, making it now 13-9 with 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. So Little drives. He's going to go 1-2. Kick it out to Tyree Banks in the corner. 3. No good. So with the missed 3, Springford finishing the first quarter 13-9. And we'll be back for second quarter action.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
So welcome back to Springfield Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, I'm Andrew Ross, and alongside with me is Mayank Das. As Springfield has come to a 13-9 lead over Owen J in a very energized first quarter. Just a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed layups. Both teams playing a little bit sloppy, but Owen J has narrowed the deficit, and the Luke Fryer 3 won't go, but rebound put back once again for Owen J. They've been great on the offensive rebounds, getting a lot of the points there. And this time, Campbell drives down low, passes it to Tommy Kelly, who's going to get fouled and will shoot 2 at the line.
Really, Springfield controlled that first quarter, but OJR made a run there at the end, bring them in 4. Now an early second quarter bucket gets some of them too.
So Kelly will make his first at the line. That'll be his 3rd point of the contest. And second one's good. So now in the game, all 5 starters for Springfield. You got Campbell, McKenna, Lewis, Kelly, and Wynn. And as we talked about before, Michael McKenna not usually in the starting lineup, but in the starting spot for Caleb Little, who's come off the bench today. McKenna's done a great job. He's nailing a couple corner threes. That's been his game so far. And Little's provide that spark off the bench. But now this time, Fryer's going to take a pull-up jump shot. Little long, gets his own miss, puts it back up, short. Air ball goes to Lewis. And Tommy Kelly will kick it up to E.J. Campbell, who throws it to Lewis, but deflected, and McKenna regathers it. And Campbell just going to reset up the offense. So Tommy Kelly thinks about top of the key 3, but he'll pass it to Campbell. 3 will go in and out, but Tommy Kelly back up and blocked from behind by Fryer. And now foul on the floor by Jacob Wynn. Going for that offensive board. So with that second foul, Jacob Wynn checks out of the game for Caleb Little in his 2nd stint of the game so far. So now Kelly, defense on Rossi up top, but foul now called on the floor.
Springfield is really coming out aggressive here. Leading to a few bad fouls, but I like the energy.
So Kelly now checks out of the game, and Zach Towers is back in. And Kelly's done a great job defensively. We can see in this look so far where they're putting Kelly up at half court for this like 2-man press, 2-man half court press, and just using his size and length to deflect passes, and it's worked so far. But now Fryer's layup, no good. McKenna with a long rebound, passes up to Campbell, and Lewis. Tipped by Fryer, but McKenna regathers it. And back to Lewis, who's going to drive past the Zollers. Inside finishes. So Zach Zoller is getting on the board here with a layup. So that would be Danny Cashman passing over to Rossi and to Fryer, but Foul now called on Little. Blocking foul. So the star Elijah Klein back in the game now as ONJ faces 17-11 deficit. An inbound pass tipped by McKenna. So now swing over to Cashman. Thought about a three, but takes one dribble, moves in, and hits the mid-range.
Old school there.
So Danny Cashman electing not to take the open three, decides to give himself a little more space closer to the back of his basket and hits the long two instead. So now this time, Michael McKenna missing from the corner, but tipped out of bounds by ONJ, and Springfield will regather possession as Jacob Wynn will check back in the game.
And even though Caleb Little checks out, Jacob still brings the defensive intensity he has, and that's just what's so good about this Springfield team. They like to run an 8, 7, 9-man rotation, and it's always the next man up.
Great steal by McKenna, and Campbell uncontested. Easy layup, but all started by the steal by McKenna. McKenna with a great game thus far, offensively and defensively. He's been active everywhere. And Klein, tipped by McKenna, but it's going to go out of bounds on him, almost coming up with the second straight steal. The half-court pressure certainly affecting ONJ right now. As Little's going to come back in the game for Wynn. We've seen this like every other minute or so. They just keep on checking back in for each other. And steal by McKenna. He passes to Zollers, down low, easy finish. And McKenna continues to impact the game with his defense. So Danny Cashman, baseline drive, but called on Alex Lewis. They're gonna call that a shooting foul. So now Danny Cashman will shoot two here at the line. So back in the game is Kelly, Banks, and Wynn. We've seen the carousel of Little Wynn going in and out of the game, but yet to share the floor. As Campbell passes to Zollers, who wasn't looking, tipped off his back, but thankfully Banks is there. And Campbell's going to regather at the top of the key. And screen by Zollers. Campbell, one-arm floater, no good. Rebound by Klein. He'll push the ball to Rossi, to Cashman. Back to Klein. Screen by Cashman, but stolen away by Campbell. He's got no numbers, but he takes left-handed side, layup, won't go, but Tommy Kelly cleaning up the miss and putting it up for an and one.
Kelly just so strong, finished through contact in the air.
Hey, we need all first grade SF basketball players, all first graders down to the court underneath the state championship banners. Get ready for the dribble relay, all first grade league players down underneath the state championship banners. Please, thank you.
So now with Kelly at the line, Springfield right now up 23-14 with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the first half. He'll nail a free throw shot. That is his 7th point in the game. And timeout called by Owen J. Roberts.
Springfield kind of staying in this half-court trap, and Really, we've seen McKenna come up with steals. We've seen Campbell come up with steals. And I think really the big thing is putting Kelly in the middle. It's just impossible to get passes around him or over him through the middle.
So right now, not the highest scoring game, but Springford has a solid margin of 10 points. As we said earlier, last time at O&J, it was Springford 53, O&J 48. Another low-scoring game, but that game it was Jacob Wynn leading scores for Springford. Actually, never mind. Sorry, Tommy Kelly leading scores, and Jacob Wynn was held to 12 points. And O&J's done a great job of stopping him today. He's only got 3, a lone three-pointer. But he hasn't really seen too many minutes today. It's been kind of him in and out with Caleb Little. So I wonder how that's going to play out in the second half. We'll see if they're going to share the court at all. And if it's just going to be Little in, Win out. Which we haven't seen too much this year.
Yeah, I mean, really, they've taken away Jacob's looks, but Tommy has 7 early points. Mike has 8 points early, 2 threes. And really, we've seen Springford just get good looks all around.
So Cashman to Klein, back to Cashman. Back to Klein. He'll swing it over to Nate Ayub. He'll hand off to Fryer. Now Klein has it in front of Springford bench. Cashman kicks out to Ayub. Head fake. Free throw line jumper is good for Ayub, coming off the bench, making an early impact. So on the offensive side, Tommy Kelly backing down Hansford. O&J with the 2-3 defensive zone right now, and Zoller's going to fight for the loose ball, and Springfield retake possession with Banks to Tommy Kelly, driving baseline, kicks it out back to Banks, to Zoller's high post, Campbell, 3-ball, no good, rebounded by Kelly, looks to put it back up, and he gets it to go. Another 2 by Tommy Kelly, working on the offensive boards.
OJ on that last possession doing what they did at the end of the first and the start of the second. They're passing around, they're breaking the press, and they're getting good looks. Right there, another good look.
So Hansford, spin move, gets himself an open layup. And now Banks looks down low to Zars, can't find him. O&J now with this 2-3 zone. Only a minute and a half left to Springford got to adjust a little bit offensively. Where they're gonna work in Kelly and Zollers in the high post. And Banks now tries a 3. Too long, but Kelly fighting for the offensive rebound, can't grab it. So now we have 1 minute left in the game as Fryer's going to drive with his left. A little too strong. Rebound by Zollers. And Little's going to push it back to Zollers. Right-handed layup is good. Zach Zollers firing in transition.
OJ really got to try hard to kind of bring this in single digits by halftime. We'll see it here.
So clock ticking down to 40 seconds. Springford up 28-18. It's a 10-point game. Now Ayub drives, might have gotten away with the travel, but Hansford's going to put it up, and it's good with a righty layup. So now with 20 seconds left, Little's going to hold for the last possession of the half. So Zollers has that half court, back to Little. Defense by Rossi to Banks, back to Little. He's got 5 seconds to go. Drives, right side, and tipped. And will go out of bounds on Springford, and O&J will take possession now with 1.9 seconds to go. So Springford's going to have some full court pressure, make sure nothing get up, and Fryer just going to chuck a full court shot, and it will be no good. But that concludes the first half as Springford up 28-20, and we'll be back for second half action.
In their jerseys.
Hello, welcome back to Springford Gymnasium. If you're just joining us, I'm Andrew Eros alongside Mayank Das. And we're coming back in for the second half. Springford is up 28-20 over the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats. Mayank, what have you seen so far today?
First half, Springfield came out, half-court trap. They were pressing, got a few steals, got a few fast break points. OGR kind of found their rhythm there. They were breaking the press, getting some good looks. But Springford, even in the half-court set, they're getting good looks. And it might not be from the three-point shooters like Jacob, but they're getting good down-low looks.
Yeah, so as Mike just said, Springford went with a half-court press, putting Tommy Kelly up towards the logo, which is great. Some deflections, some steals. However, ONJ has kind of cut down this lead because they've been able to beat this. They've been able to get their big man at the high post, which has led to great feeds down low. So Springford has kind of relaxed this, gone with less pressure. Meanwhile, ONJ on the other side, they've switched to zone defense. So we'll see what's in store in the second half, see if both teams switch it up or go back to what they've been going with. But for now, Campbell up 8, passes to Lewis, down low to Jacob Nguyen, who misses a layup. Only 3 points for him thus far today. ONJ has done a great job defending it. On the other side, Tyler Rossi clearing space inside. Right-handed floater, good for 2 points. So on the quarter, all 5 starters. And Tommy Kelly's going to try a corner 3. Way long air ball, won't go. But a foul on the floor by Springford. Alex Lewis called for the foul as he was fighting for the offensive board.
So 2 good looks for Springford, no points. And OJR really had a nice try by Tyler Rossi. So I don't know, if OJR can make these tough shots, they'll be back in the game.
So Rossi to Cashman, throws one up sideways and out of bounds. I think between maybe a pass and a shot. By the way, it's going to be Springford's ball. So Springford, a couple empty possessions so far in the second half, but they're going to start off with Zach Zollers posting up, gets back ball out, but a pass to Campbell. His look won't go, blocked. Great save by Zollers, and Campbell's going to pull it up and good.
Zollers just such a good play on the boards. Absolutely hustling for that, diving out of bounds. It was a great pass to Campbell.
And now McKenna in his hand, getting another steal. Ball's going to go to the corner to Jacob Wynn, and it's going to be called out of bounds. And OJ will take possession. So Springford back up 8. Little's going to pressure Rossi, and easy look down low. And Hansford, another inside bucket. He's got 6. Too easy for OJ. And McKenna's going to try another 3 short, and this one's going to bounce out of bounds. So McKenna picks up Cashman. And Rossi going to try a deep 3, and he's got it to go. Deep 3, good by Tyler Rossi. Cuts Springford's lead down to 3. And Springford's going to call a timeout, talk things over.
OJR's offense absolutely coming alive here. They bring it within 3. Springford has some time to regroup.
Yes, Rams certainly looking very sloppy on the offensive side of the ball. A couple turnovers, a couple missed layups. Have allowed the Wildcats to get back in the game. And when you have a pair of shooters like Fryer and Rossi who can net from anywhere, as we just saw, you can't take any lead for granted, because in a second, just like that, they can cut it down to 3 with just a couple made threes. So Little to the win to Campbell, and he'll drive, jump stop, kick it out to Kelly, and swings it out to Little, tries for 3, and the answer is good from Caleb Little for 3.
Really a rare three-pointer from Caleb Little. Don't see him shoot a lot of those, but he absolutely knocks it down there.
So Rossi, great look to Hansford inside, but blocked by Wynn. And Little's got the board. Wynn's gonna push. Cross-court pass to Campbell. Takes back out top. Zach Zowers screens Danny Cashman. Campbell, right side, won't go. Hansford's got the board, but almost stolen by Little. Now Owen J with numbers, but Little gets back on the defensive side. Great fake by Fryer, but can't finish. And now Campbell floater. He's got it. 2 points for Campbell. So Little and Campbell are going to try to trap Fryer, but he gets it over to Cashman. Right as Owen J calls a timeout. Down 8, Springford 35, Owen J 27. So as we talked earlier, saying how tonight was youth night here at the Springford Gymnasium. Players across all of Springford youth basketball showing out. We had a halftime event of each team with the full court dribble race, relay, however we want to call it. And just great to see all the energy, all the people here today in attendance representing Springford's basketball program. So now out of the timeout, Kelly leads Springford in scoring with 9 points. Jacob Wynn has been held to 3 points. Very atypical for him, who's always at the top of scoring boards. Last week had 21 points against Hazeltown in a neutral site matchup at Reading High School. Very balanced scoring today from Owen J as Fryer tries with the right hand. No foul call. Springford's done a great job defensively inside. They haven't given anything easy from the right side and keep him at only 4 points today.
Refs have been letting him play. Oh. Refs were letting them play.
So Rossi to Nate Ayub. Shot fake, and he's got it. Baseline jumper is good. So Springford with the 6-point lead. It's Caleb Little, Zach Zollers, EJ Campbell, Tommy Kelly, and Jacob Wynn on the floor. Zach Zollers at the high post, handoff to Jacob. And pass down low to Zach Zollers, who's been eaten down low on the block. His 8th point of the game.
Not quite sure what's happening here, but OJ are going to retain possession and throw the ball in.
May have gotten Coach Dempsey for stepping inbounds, not quite sure, but stoppage of play allows for substitution. Perry in for Owen J. And stolen by Little. One-on-one, and right-handed layup is good. Putting Springport back up by 10. So now 10 seconds are going to be called by Owen J. Just kind of being very lazy in the backcourt, just holding the ball off. Rossi had a great opportunity to just take one dribble, step over the line uncontested, but decides to hang around backcourt, and they're going to call a turnover on Owen J. So Wynn coming off the three, deep three, and one. Counter from deep for Jacob Wynn.
What a shot from Jacob Wynn. Absolutely gets leveled deep, and he still knocks it down.
So let's hope that that's good news to come for Jacob Wynn. Hopefully that gets him hot. Potential 4-point possession, as we talked about. That 6'4" frame as a guard. When he shoots from deep, you can't block that. You can only hope to contest in that time. Perry called for the foul, putting Wynn at the line, who's got the 4-point possession. And Jacob Wynn now up to 7 points with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter, putting Springford up 14, their biggest lead of the game. So Fryer, guarded by Zellers, great contest. High arcing jump shot, no good. Rebound by Zellers. Toledo's gonna push it up. Free throw line, kick it out to Lewis, to Zellers. Dribble a handoff to Little. Zellers asking to post the ball up, but no look to him. And they're just gonna reset as he passes it to Lewis in the corner. Wynn loses possession, grabs it back, falls on the floor, and they're gonna get him for a jump ball. Just couldn't quite grab onto the ball right there. So Mike, for Jacob Wynn, you see that big three, that and 1-3 knockdown. You more confident now? You're going to be shooting the ball more?
I mean, I think the thing with him is he's always confident. Of course, it feels good to see that go down, but I don't think he'd shy away from shooting that again, even if he missed it.
So now the defensive side for Springford. Offensive rebound was blocked by McKenna. But the second attempt, foul called on Alex Lewis, who's going to check out of the game. Or maybe not.
Springford is up 30-27 early in this quarter. They really turned it on since then. 13-3 run.
This is Derek Perry at the line, shooting two. Made his first one. Second one, no good. He's got 5 points today, 4 of which coming off the offensive glass. And that fifth one being fouled on an offensive rebound. So Tommy Kelly's got the ball. Spin move, takes a baseline, rises up, a little short, and that's going to be Rossi coming down with the offensive rebound. So now Cashman has the ball up top. Back to Rossi. Guarded by Jacob Wynn. And kick out Ayuk for three. No good. Ayuk's been hot off the bench, but missing that one. We got 3 seconds to go. Caleb Little, tough drive, almost has it. But that one's going to bounce off and end the quarter now for Springford, who's up 43-30. Solid 13-point quarter. Great effort by them. And we'll be back for the fourth quarter.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
And we are back for fourth quarter basketball. If you're just tuning in, I'm Andrew Eros alongside Mayank Das. And Springford, although starting off sloppy in the third quarter, really put together a strong last couple minutes, and they built a 13-point lead heading into the final frame.
Springford really in that third quarter picked it up on their interior defense, not allowing anything easy. They did pick up a few fouls, but OJR wasn't able to capitalize.
So Tommy Kelly in the baseline, kicks it out to Wynn, and he's got another three. Jacob Wynn from deep. His third three of the game, up to 10 points now. See, even when it looks like Jake Wynn's not having his best game, he can just easily make shots like those way out of the arc.
Rossi with a good shot that ends up with the worst possible outcome in basketball. It just gets stuck against the rim. OJ retains possession with possession arrow though.
Yeah, so with the ball being stuck means it's a jump ball and possession arrow in the Wildcats' favor.
Just how bad of a feeling is that, Andrew? Shooting a three and just getting it stuck.
And Campbell cannot finish. But Klein, ball goes right through his hands. And Springford gets a lucky stop now for them, as Caleb Little is going to check back in the game for Michael McKenna. Yeah, but real momentum killer for Owen J. They have a great look from three and just, ball just stuck right between the rim and the backboard. So the 2-3 zone for Owen J features Rossi up top and Nate Ayub, who picks the ball up, passes to Rossi. Rossi tries to go behind the back, but loses it. Now the other end, Euro step, right-handed layup on the left side, and Jacob Wynn has got another bucket, his first bucket inside the three-point arc.
Little just so active with his hands.
Yeah, just a great crafty finish by Wynn, who goes down on Euro steps, goes to his offhand side, but finishes with the underhand right-hand layup. And on the other side, Fryer good move on his own, spins off baseline, and gets a bucket. That'll be his 6th point of the game. Springford's done a great job stopping him thus far.
Springford really controlling the game, up 16 here.
Yeah, so with each minute, Springford slowly clawing away to lead. And a baseline feed to Tommy Kelly. And Tommy Kelly slams it down. Both hands for a two-hand finish.
I love that for Springford. A low post entry to one of their guards. And Jacob makes a great pass to Tommy. He slams it down.
And ball tipped away by Banks.
Get the ball into the post of the guards as much as possible.
So Jacob, when it's passed to Tommy Kelly, really gets this very big crowd energized with a great two-hand finish, two-hand slam. Putting up Springford 18, up by 18, their biggest margin of the game. So Owen J calls a 30-second timeout, tries to stop the bleeding a little bit, see if there's any chance that they can claw back in the game. And for Owen J, it really hasn't been. They've kept up with Springford in a lot of regards. It's just kind of turnovers inside, missed layups, some missed opportunities, careless mistakes like we saw that one backcourt violation. And just with that, Springford's been able to slowly claw away and put themselves ahead, up by now a big lead with only 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So Jackson Hansford carving out space down low, and Zollers gets an easy layup, and now stripped away by Fryer. Pass to Hansford. Can't grab onto it. Missed opportunity for him there. Would have had an easy layup, but instead it's a turnover. And now Owen J is going to come out with a full court press. One-on-one, but E.J. Campbell, long pass to him. Can't finish. Rebound by Rossi. They've got numbers. Fryer thought about a three, guarded by Little.
Cash play by Springford regardless, as Rossi fades away. We saw Coach Dempsey yell at Eagles. Touchdown pass by Lewis.
And now Zach Zollers finishing the right-hand layup, his 10th point of the game, all coming within a couple feet from the basket. He's been great doing his role, playing great defensively, getting his rebounds, finishing inside. And now on the other end, Alex Lewis with an easy 5-footer to put Springford up now by 20 with 4 minutes and 28 seconds to go. And a full timeout by Springford called. Even up by 20, they just want to take a quick break, talk things over, hopefully close out this game with no issues. So some other news for Springford basketball. With their last win against Hazeltown, they pushed ahead for the first seed in District 1 6A, passing Lower Marion, who falls to number 2, which is a great feat for Springford, being number 1 in the district. They're going to have just a good look for districts when it comes. Only a couple more PAC games to finish off the season before heading to the PAC Final 6, as they're likely to have that spot considering they're first in the division right now. And now Owen J tries a three, and it is good by Tyler Rossi. He's got 8 tonight. Wow, what a finish by Wynn.
Really, really nice finish there by Wynn. Inside hand.
Swim with only 3 points in the first half, but now already up to 14 in the game, 11 in the second half. Just when he heats up, you just can't stop him. When he finds his shot from outside, you know it's going in. When he gets inside, it's a crafty right-hand finish, even on the offhand side. Just the reason why that he's a team's leading scorer and one of the best in the pack.
Rossi now active with the shot. He's ready to let it fly from anywhere. Of course, a few possessions ago, he hit that three. This time, not so lucky.
So 3 minutes to go. Springford's going to do their best to kill the clock as best as they can. And as we said earlier, there's no shot clock in high school basketball, meaning that if they want to, if they can perfectly execute this with quick passes and dribble handoffs, they can kill the clock, where you see Zach Zollers had an opportunity for a layup, but decides to kick it out, just kill off more time. And Springford's really not trying to get a shot up at all. And a pass by McKenna to Lewis, but hits the rim and turns the ball over, but Springford's now just going to get the ball back and win. Just easy layup. And now he's got 16 points already.
We see Campbell limping off the floor. That's something to keep an eye on.
So now with 2 minutes and 7 seconds, Owen J is going to be called out of bounds. Springford's going to get some action in now for Luke Puffko, number 22, the sophomore, who was a big part of the JV win today, being Owen J's JV team in a overtime matchup, as well as checking in Jake Delangelo, the junior.
I mean, Andrew, there's been a lot of talk recently about adding a shot clock to the PIAA rules. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's good to see when you can kind of kill clock at the end, but at points when it was like that, where you had guys wide open under the net and just decide not to shoot it just because they wanted to kill another 10 seconds, I think at that point you just want them to shoot. So I'm in favor of getting that shot clock up, even if it's 35 seconds or something long like that. Just kind of keeps the game going. So now just checking the game is Luke Puffko, number 22, and he nails a three. Wastes no time at all to make an impact on the offensive end.
Future starters for Springford instantly come in and knock down a three.
So no good by Owen J. and Delangelo. Catch the ball in the corner, but timeout is called immediately. Thought it might have been a travel, but it was just a timeout instead. So now with 1:34, Coach Dempsey's going to clear his bench. He's got Luke Puffko in, who just nailed that three. Justin Johnson, the sophomore, carrying the ball. Now Oben McCountry up top. And down low is Patty Rose, who now catches the ball and wearing number 25. Each played a big role in team's JV win, as Oben McCountry working inside. This is a layup, but gets fouled on the putback chance. And he's going to go to the line for two.
Time just winding down here. Springford's got a 20-point lead. Secure the win. What do you think about the win for Springford? You know, I know they came out sloppy, but what do you have to say about the way they turned it around?
Yeah, I mean, I think it just shows what this team's made of, where even facing pressure, even when they're not playing their best, they're just that talented and just work that great of it as a team that they can turn things around, get guys hot, get guys making down shots, and just as quick as this was a three-point game, it was a 20-point game in just a matter of minutes. And it's always just great to see when you got the young guys, you got the JV guys getting work in on the varsity level. And great feed by Oben McCountry down low to Jake Delangelo, who's got a bucket. So now only 33 seconds to go as Luke Puffko comes up with the steal. Smart decision to take it back up top. And McCountry's just going to hold the ball with 20 seconds to go, and that is going to be it. So Springford Rams taking down the Owen J. Roberts Wildcats by a score of 65-41. Great game by Springford, starting off slow, but finishing strong. And that will do it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we'll see you next time.